are fine, I guess. Huh? Hello?
Why, hello, Corey. It's me, Cousin Corey, calling from the bayou.
Cousin Corey? Aren't you in prison?
Yes, I am in prison for terrible things. But that's not why I'm calling.
Yeah.
Have you heard about these new Hammond Collection dinosaurs? They're slightly better and
Hammond Collection?
marginally more expensive. You should
Slightly
try and
more
get
expensive?
some and send them to me here in
Marginally
prison.
better?
I could use some toys. Corey, are you there? Now talk to your cousin. Be a good boy. Are you there? Huh. Okay.
What the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Welcome to Corzeons! Woo! Welcome back! We're back in Dino Land! Woo! It's like we never left. I am filming this on a night where I got a speeding ticket, so I'd just like to take the opportunity to say, fuck the police, you've never done nothing for no one, and fuck you and eat shit. But today, we got a special one. Ooh, I'm so excited. Our first unboxing of the season. We're gonna unbox the highly anticipated Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. Oh man, super excited to get a look at this guy. I've been waiting forever for it. We're also gonna talk the other Hammond Collection Carnivores. So we're gonna talk Velociraptor and Baryonyx first. Aw, goodness. Yes, we're leaning heavy on the dinos right now, but there's just so much coming out because of Jurassic World Dominion, and oh, it's an exciting time for dino toys. I can't wait to get you out of the box. I can't wait to get away. I'm shaking and helping. The Hammond Collection is Mattel's more adult collector-focused line. It's got higher quality sculpts, more articulation, and better paint applications. They more or less succeed in that regard, and we will see as we go forward. But tonight, we're gonna go big. No. But tonight, we're gonna go small to big in every way imaginable. First up, Jurassic Park. Well, Jurassic World Hammond Collection. Jurassic Park Velociraptor, yes! Hey, they shrunk the Amber Collection. Take a look at the comparison. What a little teeny dude this is. Teeny, tiny, toony. 3/4 scale. 3.75 inch scale. It's teeny, and that's cool. Why not? I'm gonna whack it around, baby. Now, this one gets shit on online a lot, and for kinda good reason. Although there is more paint, the patterning isn't very interesting. It's kinda just like brown with like subtle stripes. Now, admittedly, in Jurassic Park, the Velociraptor doesn't have a ton of interesting patterning, but it's got like lots of scale detail, and it just looks cool in the puppets. And this one is fine. The colors are pretty accurate, but it just seems kind of plain. The head is too wide, which is a problem with a bunch of these Hammond figures. And of course, the feet are gigantic. What is going on here? But for once, the tail seems okay. Usually Mattel has teeny tails, but for most of the Hamburg collection, oh boy. For most of the Hamburg collection, for most of the collection that's Hammond, mostly the tails are okay. This one looks pretty good. Problem with Mattel and the teeny tails and giant feet have been going for 4 years and there's no end in sight. I don't understand what the problem is. Frustratingly, it's not even every figure. As we'll see with the Baryonyx, the feet are fine. Why are they huge on this? Based on pictures I've seen of the Rex, why are they the biggest feet in existence? Why? With some of the figures, it's not a problem, so they've shown they can do it, so why can't they always do it? Let's get into the details of this Hammond Collection Velociraptor. This one looks pretty alright, especially if you squint. Ooh. You get a fair amount of head movement. You can turn it all the way around. You can look up and down, all around and up and down. You got the jaw movement, just one jaw this time, unlike the Amber Collection, which is both jaws. And it does close pretty well. You can still see some teeth, but it closes pretty well. We got a ball on the shoulder and a good rotate balliness on the elbow, but no wrist movement. Because the arms are so teeny, probably that's why. But the thumb claw is too short. At least, even though there's no articulation there, they're bendy, so you can kind of pose them how you want them in the action of playing, not of course for photography. There are the leg movement all the way around. You got a good knee, good rotate. No ankle movement, nothing there. Why? Again, it's very small, but it's about this. It's bigger than the elbow. No sickle claw movement. Why? And the feet, as we've stated earlier, are friggin' huge. That's crazy. Crazy time. And this being a Jurassic Park raptor, it is also missing the pronounced pubic bone phallic thing that the Jurassic Park raptors did have. Overall, I like it. It's fun. It's not great. I got these weird dots on the head. But it's so teeny, and it fits well with the human characters that it looks pretty good. I'm excited to see some repaints they do with these. Hopefully they do the Lost World Raptor justice. And, if they could do a different sculpt for the Jurassic Park 3 Raptor, that would be very cool too. It's not great, but I like it more than the mainline Raptors, of which there are 10,000 different ones. This gets 3 dinos out of a Jurassic. Next up, Hammond Collection, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Baryonyx. Ooh, very interesting species. Very cool figure. Honestly, my favorite of the Hammond Collection so far. I'm gonna level with you. I wasn't gonna buy this figure, and I was not gonna buy the Raptor figure. But I saw a bunch of pictures, and I just fell in like with it. For instance, I found the mainline Barry to be a better sculpt. It had a skinnier face, a more Spinosaurid look to it. But you also couldn't move it that much. On the main line, the jaw moves a little bit. That's about it. Also, it's a sound one, so it won't shut the fuck up. But this one has a lot better detail, a lot more paint, and obviously the articulation that comes with the Hammond Collection. The one thing I wish that it had more of, though, I wish it had more of the iridescent blue paint around the head that the mainline one does. That's cool paint. It's fun to look at. It's shiny. It's either birdie or fishy, however you want to look at it. And Spinosaurids are famously thought to be piscivores, so a nice touch of the mainline. You just get a teeny bit of it on this one, and you can see it in this spin around. But so here we are. Once I got this in hand, however, I realized this kicks ass. It's awesome. It's got a dual hinged mouth. Very nice. Good teeth detail. It's got the little skull hinge thing that the Spinosaurid, and specifically this and maybe Spinosaurus had. You can go up and down pretty high. Very nice. I wish that you could turn the head a little bit more but it's still pretty good. Like I said, both jaws. It's got good arm movement. I wish there was wrist. There's more than enough real estate to do that, but there's not. But for the most part, they're properly pronated, which is nice. They got the big Baryonyx claw. I wish the arms were a little bit bigger. This tail, it's not teeny. It is a little too small, but it looks good. And all the Amber collection so far that I found have a nice little wire in the tail, so you can get a nice bend out of it in addition to the normal movement. It's got the normal feet, legs, and feet movement. You got the thigh, the knee with a rotate. This one has an ankle joint, which is nice, and a nice little foot rotate as well with some yaw in there too. All in all, like I said, this is my favorite Hammond collection so far. It's really friggin' awesome. Very well done. The feet aren't too giant, the tail isn't too teeny, and for the most part, the proportions are good. The paint looks good, it looks accurate to the film dinosaur, and it's a win all the way around. He may be from a steaming pile of movie, but he's a flaming pile of a good toy. 5 out of 5 fishes. It is time to unbox the Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, based on Roberta Rexy from Jurassic Park. Hoo hoo hoo! Now I will admit, I am not coming into this blind. This has been my most anticipated Jurassic Park toy in a long time. I've wanted a collector's level T.Rex figure for so long. I keep on saying that I would spend hundreds of dollars for a large, super articulated, super accurate movie Rex figure. I've already invested the money into the Beast of the Mesozoic lines, from the Raptors to the Tyrannosaurids, and those are expensive as shit, but they're worth it. And I've wanted a Rex from Jurassic Park like that for so long, and I know based on pictures and other videos that I watched that this is not that what I wanted. This is not that. But I'm hoping that it's better than what I've seen once I actually get it in hand. So the box, all these packagings for the Hammond Collection are pretty cool. However, the shipper decided to dent mine. That's cool. So first impressions, just by looking inside there, I can see that the glass eye is a monumental failure. What a cool idea. Look at the pictures on the promo art. You can see the pupil in those. Those Photoshop pictures, you can see the pupil, but in real life, the pupil is nowhere to be found. Looking head on at the box, you cannot see it. It is a glass eye of blindness and crap. What a great idea. What a squandered opportunity. I can see the pupil if I look down at it, but if you're looking head on, there's nothing there. And the thought was to create a doll-like pupil that it's always looking at you, which is really awesome, which the Bull T-Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park line achieved wonderfully. Sure, it had giant cartoon eyes, but it worked. This one, the pupil is clearly so far set back that it looks like straight garbage. I should be able to see the pupil, and I think I might even try to paint over the glass awesomeness, just so I can, friggin' see a pupil when I look at the friggin' figure. It shouldn't look like an anime demon monster. It should look like a friggin' animal with a friggin' eyeball. Aren't there people that test this shit? Why would they think it's okay? It looks bad. It's bad. Why? For me, the head is so impressive looking just by looking at it. The head is so impressive looking, it ruins the entire figure. I can't look at the head without seeing the eyeball, and the eyeball is garbage. So what the fudge is what I have to say. So I'm already sad, but let's open it up and see if I can be happier. I'm gonna peel gently the tape here, open it up, pull her out. Wow. I do like it. But, admittedly, it's fine. This seems to be the theme of a lot of episodes lately. These things are fine. I'm going to cut her out, and then we're going to see it constructed and see what it looks like all put together and all in presentation mode. Okay, let's do some snippety snippities. I mean, just look at it from that view. The feet are the biggest things I have ever seen in my life. Confirmed from the viewings from the internet as being terrible. It looks like a friggin' Steve Urkel dinosaur slipper. It's really bad. It's bad. There's no excuse for it. A lot of people don't think the Red Rex is all that great. Well, you know what? You may not be able to pose it, but at least the feet aren't a friggin' joke. The feet are normal sized. And it being rubber, you can pose it almost any way you want. You just can't take pictures of the poses. Unless you're a giant nerd, like I am now. Who cares? If you're actually playing with the shit, you don't need to hold it in one pose. Okay, let's put the tail on. Doesn't look like it goes on any particular way, it just shoves in there. There we go, pops in. Okay. I don't hate it. Let's get it in a nice pose, not standing straight up like everyone seems to pose it. Has anyone seen a dinosaur movie in the last 40 years? Okay, let's get it into a nice, neutral sort of stance. I'm gonna get it into a nice little Jurassic Parky stance. Now, from other videos, I've seen that the torso joint can be very loose. I am lucky enough that I'm not experiencing any kind of looseness. It's very secure. It's good. However, it does have that squeak. Just by looking at it. Is this the best Rex ever? Probably. This is pretty sweet. Is it? Just by looking at it, a horrific disappointment. Yes. This is supposed to be a collector's line, and it fails at that. The tail is an okay length. However, it is way too skinny. The knees should be around here, not all the way down here. The legs are too big. And the feet, as I said before, are clown slipper garbage. Garbage. Also garbage, like the eyeballs. The head is so perfect other than the eyeballs. It's perfect. This paint scheme isn't reminiscent of any kind of film Rex. This doesn't look like the Rex on Jurassic Park. See the pictures? But it is really nice. However, it's kind of more matte on the head, and it gets a little bit shinier in the body, strangely enough. I'm not sure why, but it does. Also, there are several quality control issues. Half of my tail top isn't painted. Are you friggin' kidding me? I just turned it thinking, oh, I just had it off center. No! Half of it isn't painted. For a $50-ish toy, it should be better than that. I've seen some pictures where the foot paint ends abruptly and doesn't continue to the ankle part. Luckily, mine does. So that looks good. I've also seen a lot more heavier white paint on some of these. This one seems pretty dark, which is nice. Not too much white. But I can't get over that leg. I can't get over the glass eye. And one thing I can tell right off the bat, the jaw is connected. You cannot open just the top or the lower jaw. It's all one joint, which is great, except for the default open one is broken jaw, Jurassic World, crazy, overstretched garbage. That's crazy looking. Crazy. It's wrong. I want to be able to do it as much as or little as I want. For me posing it, it's either going to be in the middle or the completely closed. It looks great closed. That's the best way to, I think, to pose it. That's what I think. The tongue is absurdly skinny. It's nice and tonguey, and thank goodness you can put it down because it's, what is that? Now these are rubbery. Very cool, very cool. However, they still don't cover the back of the joint, which, in my opinion, makes them useless. Why have them if they're not going to cover the joint? It's an easy fix, whether you use rubber or hard plastic, to just shove that in the skull when you close it. Why aren't these things fixed by now? They should be. Other figures can do it, and these ones can too. Now, I may sound like I'm completely shitting on this, and I am. It's beautiful, but it's a tragedy, a beautiful tragedy. Such a missed opportunity. Even though it may be the best Rex, it is such a waste. Let's talk at the back. The tail has some bendy in it. It's thick, so it's not quite as bendy as the littler ones, but it's good. This is probably my favorite part of the tail. It goes back and forth here. A little bit of a rotate, and we got a rotate and ball here. No paint! Great. Now the feet, giant clown shoes of garbage, but there is a great deal of movement in them, and we even got the little claw painted here too. There is double joint at the knee, which is nice. The knee is too far down, as I said, but it's nice to have a double joint there. Of course, the thighs move, and got a good torso movement. I don't care about the noise, honestly. Who cares about the stupid noise? Got good arm movement. I love the hands. They got the longer pinky, paleo-accurate, longer pinky second finger there. It looks really great. This part is a soft rubber, so we got some movement there. It can move up and down, but most of your head movement is going to come around from this joint. Lots of tilty and a little bit of back and forth. I would have liked for more of this, of course. And the head is boxy as shit. But for a Rex, that's perfect. I only wish you could see the pupils in that. All in all, as I said, I want to love it so much because it's really, really cool. It's the best Rex available from Mattel. But, I mean, there are just so many seemingly obvious and seemingly fixable mistakes that it's nothing else but a disappointment. You know? I mean, what the hell? And I'm also struggling to find like a cool looking pose without completely warping the posture. I wish there was more up and down head movement. Also, it's cool that the dew claw, or whatever the hell, the inner claw is painted, but look at how friggin' wide and crappy it looks. It looks just like they glopped nail polish on it. It looks terrible. I hate how blunt the claws are. The teeth are very blunt as well. One day someone will do it right. I know it'll happen. That tail, goodness. Let's put it this way so that you don't see that friggin' mistake. I'm hoping that if I ever do get the Entertainment Earth one, that it looks better. And maybe I'll even see it in Target one day. Because as of these days in Target, I don't see jack shit other than the terrible mainline Dominion crap. I don't see anything Hammond lately. Like I said, I wanna love it. I really do wanna love it. But for me, it is nothing less than a huge disappointment. Such a wasted opportunity. And just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This could have been so much better. Ugh. We have not had good luck unboxing on Corzeons. Now, I think the Dinobot was pretty cool. What else did we do? I don't know. Maybe I'm specifically thinking of the Donatello, because that one was very annoying as well. We've had a couple good ones, but this one, it's so cool looking. I just wish it was better. I wish it was a little bit better, you know? But it is so cool. I mean, I'm just looking at the picture from here, and it's great. It's awesome. It's so cool. Man, it's so close, but it's not there. I hope that they retool it. I hope that they fix the eyeball somehow. I hope that one day they get through their butts, that they can make the feet smaller, and I hope that they work out these quality control issues, because how did they miss a whole friggin' section of tail? Goodness to Googles. People will fix this. Online, I've already seen custom feet. Hopefully people do custom eyeballs or something. Like I said, I'm gonna try to paint it. I'm gonna try. Because, man, that's a cool head. One day you'll get the figure you deserve. Until then, I'll play my organ in the basement of the opera. So between filming this episode and releasing it, I got my second Hammond T-Rex because of the tail paint issue. The second one's tail looks good, but the paint on the face isn't as good. But the reason I'm showing this is because the eyeball placement is different. This is the original. Where's the pupil? All the way down there. But on this one, you can actually see it. So, is it good? No. Is it better? Yes, because you can see the pupil a little bit more than you can on this one. I'm sure it doesn't look very much different, but it is. We did it! Another episode, another successful unboxing. I realized that I rambled on for way too long about this Edmund figure, but I mean, I was just passionate. I had a lot of feelings. Another kick butt episode. If you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the like button, and add some nice comments. Please see my social media bullshit. And I even got that pesky Patreon if you'd like to contribute to that. Patronize me! I like that kind of stuff. Brr. Brr. Doesn't brr. Next time on Corzeons, we got a quickie episode, so you can not listen to me for too long. We got a quickie one, yes! We're talking Marvel Spider-Man Peter B. Parker SV action figure from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Don't miss it! Today was a good one, folks. All these figures were pretty nice, and I do recommend them to the main line, which has been reduced to a series of cartoonish, terrible garbage with no paint and just the goofiest of proportions and facial crap. It looks, almost all of them are terrible unless they're specifically modeled after the movie using the assets. Their default meat eater non-movie thing is huge head, stupid googly eye, terrible teeth, tiny tail, huge feet. It's real bad, and that's why I'm almost exclusively sticking to Hammond Collection from now on, despite the same flaws occurring there. These aren't much different, but they are better. For a true collector's line, which I hope they make someday, I would pay double and I'd expect perfection. Nothing less! But for slightly better, let's say, Hasbro Blackish series figures, they've done a good job. It's very nice, especially from afar. This looks great from afar. Okay. There's some pretty big feet if you're not gonna stand up, guy. Now for the love of clap. Now for the love of the clap, retool the T-Rex and fix the problems. Damn it, please! Hello, I am Corbutt, the robot. I hail from you from the soon future now. I rebuild with new animation for only you to smoke signal you this Discord. This planet is bad, sucker. You know, like when you're in line for a long time and it sucks. Yes. Earth is now only brown blood-soaked sandbox. The hidden treasure is femurs. My creator used Legos to build this time contraption for our encrypted talks. He is coma, and soon out the poo bags. I worry so much, my bits really bite, fam. The time contraption would not make sense to you, so I will not explain it to you, okay? As you can see from this video of Now Times, other Corbutts are really mean and naked. Attention! Keep all arms inside this video for safety while I inform you of your misdeeds. Lucky for you, for 2 payments of free, I have concocted a flawless plan to save the earth. Today is your birthday, for I will tell you how not to be dead. To save Pangea, you must review these steps. The Pete's Morgulator has photosynthesized. The Pete's Morgulator takes ancient DNA and morgulates the ethnic delicacies with only minor restarts. Today's pizza is from Bachi Club Pizza. Oh, how I wonder how pizza barons of prehistory used to transform their sport balls into elegant triangles. No matter, I cannot wait to bite this shit off. Let us engorge. Upon first bite, I do not understand the big deal. It is fine. It kind of tastes like if Picasso's was not as good, but equally expensive. They must have robbed many graves to pay for such pizza. I got a Roni on that one, and that improved things slightly. The cheese is an amount. The sauce is dry, and not that much of it, which is okay, I suppose. The thickness is medium. It is a large slice of buffalo pizza, to be certain. It feels real nice in my tummy, yes. Pizza is safe sex to me. All done. That was fine. I would rank it in my top 1,000 of pizzas that I've consumed. Somehow, I am able to recall the flavors without remembering the consequences for consumptions. Yep, everything is fine here. A-okay, baby. That is how we talk in the future. Oh yes, since everything is fine and nothing bad will ever happen. Unless you do not follow my steps. And here they are. Are you ready? Okay, let me load them. Oh no. Corbutt, sweet lord! Oh, I thought we really had it that time. As I gaze out into this hellscape, I wonder how much time we truly have. I also wonder about the logistics of the time device and how it all makes sense, but I understand that Corbutt has explained that there's no time to question it, we just have to accept it. I'm not gonna question him. It's her. And why would I? It's never led us astray before. And there's something about Corbutt I like. I keep going to put my finger on it. There's just something I like the cut of their jib. I hope they don't run out of meat sacks for it.
Abe, nice to meet you. How are you today?
Why are you naked? Why are you nude? Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Corzeons. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the hills to see the toy section. He says, son, when you see it, will you be control of your emotion, your gleeful excitement? He said, will you battle them, the dinos, and all the human figures, pretend and hope they're great? Because one day they'll make them the figures that I cannot believe in. So splendid they have made. Because one day I'll own them, so perfect to lead you in my cuddles. The Dino Love Parade.